Hello, Indians. This is Jeremy Fewell, Superintendent of Mississinawa Community Schools. I want to give an important update regarding the upcoming operating referendum for November of 2026. Mississinawa Community School Corporation is committed to transparency and helping our community understand the financial impact of the proposed operating referendum, which will appear on the November 2026 ballot. It is important to note that this operating referendum is not for bricks or buildings. The purpose of the operating referendum is to support student transportation and buses, along with day-to-day operations required to safely transport students to and from school. To support community understanding, we have created an online tax impact calculator that allows you to estimate the monthly and annual property tax impact based on your individual home's gross assessed value, or GAV. What the data shows for the average homeowner in Mississinawa District. First, the gross assessed value of a home in our district for the average home is $139,200. At that value, the estimated referendum impact is approximately $21.80 per month. Senate Enrolled Act 1, or SEA 1, does include future property tax relief for homeowners and businesses. SEA 1 is estimated to provide approximately $11 per month in tax relief for the average homeowner. SEA 1 is also estimated to save homeowners approximately 10% on future property tax bills, up to a maximum of $300 per year. Homeowners may use this information to estimate potential relief on their own property taxes based upon the impacts of SEA 1, along with the potential impacts of the proposed operating referendum, to ensure that we can continue to offer transportation for our students in our community. When using the tax impact calculator, which is available on our website, embedded within the calculator is a direct link to the Grant County Assessor's Office. This is where homeowners can easily locate their property's gross assessed value. After factoring in SEA 1 property tax reductions, the net estimated impact of the operating referendum for the average homeowner is $12 per month. I encourage you to use the tax impact calculator to review your personal estimate and to make informed decisions. The calculator is designed to provide clear and easy to understand information for our community. It is important to note that the tax impact calculator does not factor in the offset from savings within SEA 1. You will have to calculate that on your own to see what that net result will be for your property. If you do have specific questions at all, please contact me on my personal cell phone at 765-475-6412 or via email at jeremy_fuel@olemess.k12.in.us. I want to take a brief moment and walk you through the tax impact calculator on this video. First, this tab up at the top gives some descriptive information that you can click on and go to as well. Just reviewing some of that information. So if you click on that tab, it'll take you to this, and you can read some updated information about the impacts of SEA 1 along with the operating referendum. What you will see here is this is the calculator, depending upon your property type, whether you are primary residence at the 1% cap, other residential, rental, agriculture, or long-term care at the 2% cap, or non-residential business property at the 3% cap. Here is the link to where you can find your individual property's gross assessed value. If you go to this tab, you'll be able to search by name or by your property address, or if you know your parcel ID as well. I have pulled up a community member, Dr. Leslie Winter, former superintendent. I have pulled up her property information, and she lives in the community, to show you an example of this. So what you can go through when you're looking at this goes through past years as well as current year assessed value. So what you are looking for is the gross assessed value, which is this amount right here, $175,000. Going back to the tax impact calculator, you will take whatever your home's gross assessed value is, punch those numbers in on the calculator, hit enter, and it will adjust to be able to show you what your monthly liability will be. And again, note that this amount does not include the offsets for future savings from SEA 1 over the next 3 years. Then it also gives you the annual increase. Now, if I go to and punch in the numbers for the average home in Gas City, that's where we get the $21.80. The average home in Gas City is $139,200 for the gross assessed value. That gives them a monthly property tax liability of $21.80. And remember, SEA 1 will offset that by $11 to $12 per month as well. So their net liability is going to be in that $10 to $12 per month range for the operating referendum. Again, if you have specific questions related to this, please do not hesitate to reach out. If you're struggling to find your property's information or your gross assessed value, please contact me at any time. I'd be more than happy to talk through that information. I want to again reiterate that the operating referendum is not for bricks, mortar, or buildings. The operating referendum is to ensure that we do not have to cancel transportation starting the 27-28 school year. We can continue to offer transportation for our students and for our communities, which is vitally important for our students, for our parents, for our community members, and for our local economic growth and development within the Gas City and Mill Township as well. So thank you for your time and listening to this video and this instructions. Hopefully you take the opportunity to do your research. And remember, we want everybody to get out and vote in November of 2026. Thank you for your time, and go Indians.